On the Jameis Winston topic, it's really hard for me to say anything and not sound biased. My father went there, I grew up in Ole, I got 2 degrees there, and I taught many an athlete at Florida State. So it looks like I have a bias, and there is a bias, because I saw this from a keen perspective with my own dang 2 eyes. The entire Jameis thing is not that it's overblown, it's being discussed incorrectly. The reportings are right. What the NY Times and Fox Sports talked about was just, in these towns, police departments make so much money on the weekends from football games doing security for parking and this and that for tailgates that they don't want to mess with the cash cow. But the university has nothing to do with that. The university didn't say anything about that. And that's in the piece. The problem is, in this Twitter world, we read headlines. So you read the headline and you think Florida State is ruling the roost. No. The police departments are doing a horrendous job and not doing their job because they don't want to mess with the cash cow. And that is something that institutions like the New York Times and Fox Sports need to talk about, because that is something wrong with the college town, and that's something that has to be changed. So before you ruin FSU for these things, what they did with Jameis was wrong, because they should have been looking out for all of their students and not just their football player. But that's what happens everywhere. When your kid gets in trouble, you get his back. You cover his back, is what I was saying. Okay? The police department's job is to investigate it, even if the case, which it looked ridiculous, the girl has changed her story 5 times. Jameis did know her before. It was just a case of drunk sex. That being said, the woman should have the benefit of the doubt. And the investigation was poorly handled, and that should be brought to light. This tribunal thing, everyone take a step back. It's a Title IX investigation. Literally at the end of every Title IX investigation, which happens with every case, there is a tribunal. So everyone who's breaking news now, it's known. Jimbo said it, and it's true. They knew about it going in. It's going to happen. It actually does not mean anything right now. The autograph signing issue, that's a whole nother case, being they should get paid. The NCAA is making billions of dollars off these kids. You don't want to pay them a salary? Fine. Why can't they make money off their own name? Why can't they go sign an autograph and make money? I said this with Johnny Manziel. I said this with Todd Gurley. And I'm saying it with Jameis Winston. And they all should play until evidence comes out. And honestly, with the O'Bannon case happening and the NCAA appeal being hammered by a judge, there's a rule on the books now by a judge that says they are allowed legally to get paid. So all of you out there, well, Jameis is the worst and he's evil. No, he's a kid who wants to make money off his name. Todd Gurley's the same thing, and Johnny Manziel's the same thing. So I'm not saying Jameis is God. I'm not saying he shouldn't be punished if it comes out, because this rule does not go on the books till 2016. That being said, a case is precedent right there. And that's what courts of law use when they are trying other cases. So you can say it sort of is a rule in the books now. Jameis is a kid with a lot of issues around him, a lot of things swirling around him. But let's take a step back. He's not the devil, and Florida State is in Penn State. This is the Lube Tube.